says and what we hear, he had some lacerations on his hands and on his arms and on his left leg. He was able to get to the hospital. He threw a rock at the lion and hiked down to his car after it left the area, and then went to the hospital, and he's in fair condition.
Talk to me about the protocol for attempting to euthanize a lion. At what point does DNR decide we're going to try to euthanize this?
Typically, we don't like to euthanize wildlife. We can generally relocate animals, but if it has attacked a human, then by our policy, by protocol, we will euthanize the animal, because public safety is our #1 priority.
Do you have any descriptors for this particular lion? Big, small, male, female?
Yeah, the gentleman who may be here soon, he said it was a smaller lion, so we're thinking possibly a younger lion.
Okay. And then, do you have an idea of how many miles were covered in the search? How much area did you cover before you exhaust those efforts?
Right. You know, houndsmen are amazing at being able to cover large areas, and their hounds, if they get on a scent trail, those hounds can go several miles. But I do know the houndsmen and the hounds covered a large area around that location, because we wanted to make sure that we searched it well.
You guys never closed the canyon. Now that you haven't found the lion, should there be extra caution from hikers, people in that area? What kind of steps should people take if they're recreating up the canyon?
So if people do use Diamond Fork Canyon, they may see some signs saying, hey, mountain lion has been sighted in this area. And we would encourage people, if you do see a mountain lion, or if anything that acts aggressive, you know, if the mountain lion is seen and it's aggressive, obviously call us. We'll be up there immediately.
So are these encounters between animals and humans more common during summertime or during springtime rather than in winter, or is the same?
Mountain lion encounters with humans, you know, the physical aspect of it, extremely rare. And as far as the season, I really don't have a season that would have a better chance, but what I could say is that we do have mountain lions that may be lower in elevation. With all this deep snow, we had all the big game down lower, and so that probably brought a few lions down lower too because of the deep snow. But now they should start working their way right back up the mountain because of the green up season and the snow's melting off. So it's just one of those things where we don't have a great explanation. It happened middle of the day, which is a little more uncommon. Typically they're a little more active, the lions are, in low light hours of morning and evening. So we don't really have a great explanation on why this happened.
Is there a chance you could pick the search back up, or not until another sighting?
At this point, we would like to have a fresh trail or a fresh sighting by somebody, and then we could, if we feel like it's the same animal.
Now, can you walk us through some safety, outdoor safety, if you do happen to have an encounter with a mountain lion? What can you do?
So basically there are some things that you could try to remember. Don't hike alone, and that's a hard one for some people because people like to be out there all by themselves. Hike in groups, keep your children close to you. One thing I like to tell people is don't wear headphones and listen to music, even though that might enhance your outdoor experience. You want to be able to be aware of your surroundings. The time of day, like I say, low light hours, that's when mountain lions are a little more active. So, but if you go as a group, you should be okay if you make a little noise so that wildlife knows you're coming. And then finally, I like to encourage people to have a $40 to $50 can of bear spray, just as, you know, a little protection measure.
What about making yourself big, making noises if you are having that direct encounter?
If you do have a direct encounter with a mountain lion or a bear or some other aggressively acting wildlife, yes, make yourself appear bigger, make a lot of noise, which should come naturally, I joke, but make a lot of noise, and you don't even really want to back up much unless your vehicle's right there. You just want to appear big and make a lot of noise, because that typically will let that animal know, hey, this is not a deer, this is not, you know, whatever I'm thinking it may be, and it should take care of the situation.
So move slowly?
Move slowly. If it ever does attack, fight back.
You mentioned this man threw a rock. Is that helpful?
Anything to get it, to stun it, to get it to get off of you, absolutely. I'm glad he was able to get a rock.
Anything else?
Good.
Okay.
And I didn't let you know this, but the gentleman's on his way.
Oh, okay, great.
So
Yeah.
I figure I'll let him answer all the other questions I have.
Yeah, if there's something that, you know, that I'm saying that contradicts, I'd like to maybe rephrase it, restate it.
Absolutely.
I don't want to
Pretty
embarrass
accurate.
him and, you know, don't want him to
You
look
wanna be
bad.
accurate.
Do you need any information about cougar biology or anything else?
You're
He's
shaking
covered
You're
everything.
shaking your head no.
Yeah, I couldn't add anything to what he said.
No?
He's covered it perfectly.
Okay.
He owes me.
I can take the mic then.
Yes.
Okay.
We're just waiting
We'll
on
take it,
him.
so.
You can get your freedom back. I know it's a little uncomfortable.
Well, I never felt